what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?
Can we just say one more question quickly?
Yeah, we
the S&P 500 is down 17% in the first 169 trading days of 2022, the worst fourth start in history. What should we do to prepare to take advantage of this, or are we doomed? And then we can end with that.
Man, time went by so fast. I miss y'all. I've enjoyed our conversation today. I want to keep going. Number one, please write this down. Pick the 4 companies that you want to invest in for a lifetime. So I've told you my 4: VOO, VTI, Apple, Microsoft. If Apple ever falls number 1, just pick number 1 and number 2. Number 2, you have to learn how to swing trade. So that either lasts for a 90-day period, 30 days, 120 days. You have to have money moving for you regardless of how the market goes. Because let's be honest, if you went to InvestFest last year or this year, I've given you the targets. Troy's hit some big targets. I know Bam has hit some, Rashad has hit some, Trap has hit some. Your job as an investor is to be able to make money in every market. Whether the market is up or down, if you go back to episode 70, I gave you this blueprint. Whether the market is up or down, you should make a lot of money. And then when the market is down, you should make even more. Please write in chat, volatility is your friend. And then number 3, the final infinity stone of the Holy Trinity. You need to learn how to short-term invest. So if the Dow falls 523 points, that's a target you can write down. You need to know how to ride that down and take advantage of it. If I can be very honest, this entire season, the market has been dropping. I've hated it in my long-term account, but I loved it on the trading side. I've had some of my best days in the last 5 years, this year, with consistent falling. Shout out to all the Forex traders. Shout out to everyone that's trading crypto. If you're shorting to the downside right now, you're making a killing. So like hypothetically, if you trade 15 contracts, which cost $500 a piece in the futures market, and you get 523 points in one day, you make $39,225. I don't know about everyone else. Is it not worth learning, putting time into the market to learn how to do that and be happy when the market falls? Or do you want to leave it up to someone else and hope that if you get a African-American studies degree that you'll be able to make the money that you want? Shout out to everybody who had African-American studies. Shout out to IU.
Please.
But they told me when I came in, like, don't do that. Like, I know you Black, but you don't even like African-American studies that much to even want to go down that path. Don't do it. My job is to guide you, right? Down the right path. I love it, people. But even with that, it's like, okay, great. Why are we not taught the history? And even going back to Egypt, and Neil deGrasse Tyson said this, like, our people were so amazing that we created pyramids, buildings, sphinx, and then when they asked how it's constructed, because it can't be duplicated, they're like, the aliens did it. E.T. came from 7 light years away and constructed this, but never constructed it anywhere else. There's a lot of, going back to the ego or legacy, those statues were erected. Pause. To all my New York people.
No, we got you.
Thank you.
Whoa.
To show legacy and to solidify so your history is not erased. I want you to put in chat, what is your history going to be to your family? What is your history going to be? And now in this recession, even though it's tough, and don't get me wrong, I hate it every morning when I see people are panicking and there's a lot of fear out there, but I am really damn proud that from 2008 through now, I've been so dedicated with this. And same with them. I feel like you guys have had Earn Your Leisure for 9 years. Trucks you've gotten. I've seen you guys pass a lot, and I'll listen to podcasts probably since 2010 religiously. You guys pass up a lot of, and it's people that I love, like gotten hotter than Lewis Howes and John Lee Dumas. There's a lot of people, especially being Black, where it was like, let's be real, 4 years ago, it was like, okay, any Black dudes hosting any Black, y'all better be urban as hell because you're not going to hit top 50 on them charts. Talking to Tabiti, he like, hey, do this. Love the team. Like even for Market Mondays, we haven't even built a set yet for Market Mondays or national PR. National ad. Shout out Ernest. We're gonna make something happen. But to see the growth and just impact of how many people we've helped, and that's why I always want to tell the audience, thank you. But I don't know an investing show that has made its people as much money as the show have for free. We got to stay locked in. So just continue to invest long term. If you don't like the 4 picks that I gave, find your 4. Now, as an investor, let me give you one of my favorite questions I always ask myself to get an edge. What is the problem in the market that I see? And what collection of companies can I put together that will give me a return that no one else will have? So when I created when I was with Trap, he was like, Ian created that formula. So if you buy 2 Tech 2 Index, it's impossible for you to lose money. Yes, that's why I created it. But if you have your own formula, or if you want to mix 4 crypto and 4 stocks, make your own formula. But you need a tried and true formula that you're going to stick with for a 10-year period. In this recession, what to do to take advantage of it? Be happy that we're coming off these highs. Be happy that inflation is going a little bit higher as an investor so you can get some of the companies at amazing prices. And if I made you yet money, please put yes in chat. I need to get some yes in chat shirts.
Put yes in chat.
Yes in chat.
African American Studies.
Shout out to all my communications and liberal arts majors.
Yes,
I'm
real fast.
I'm with you.
I am you.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
King Ramsey sound like a college.
I was trying to think of the ruler of the time, King Ramsey. So everywhere we went, we kept seeing King Ramsey II.
Well, they said that he was the greatest king, pharaoh. He also had 82 wives. That's a different conversation.
That's another.
That's a different show. That's a different show.
Earned everything earned.
He was the greatest king.
Yeah.
Solomon, they said, had 700 wives.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. King Ramsey II. Do you research on
mathematically?
Just throwing it out there.
$500 date.
Everything earned, ladies and gentlemen.
But they said his favorite wife was Cleopatra, I believe, right? Ramsey? Or Nefertiti. I believe. I believe they said that was his favorite wife was Nefertiti, I believe. I believe so. Very Egypt was a very good trip.
Just education on top of education. And then you get to see history in front of you and you can realize how much has been stolen from this history. It's just one of those moments in life that I encourage everybody, if you haven't been, please go visit the Pyramids of Giza. Go visit the Valley of the Kings. It's one of those life-changing moments.
But also, like I said, I had to think about this, but I don't know anybody that's ever built a statue of themselves while they're still living. I've never seen that in modern time. But what they're doing now, what and Jalen Rose said, when people give charity 9 times out of 10, it's not really that they're giving charity because they genuinely, especially on a high level, that they really care about it something, but it's more self-fulfillment. So now when you see wings of hospitals named after a person, when you see a library named after a person, when you see a school named after a person, that's like the modern day statue, if you really think about it. Because it's like, if you could have a whole wing in Harvard named after yourself while you're still alive, that's impressive. If you can have a whole, opera house named after yourself because you gave it $20 million, that's like the new way of actually erecting statues of yourself.
It's like when they give presidents the libraries.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's become like the new statue. But it would be interesting if somebody actually built a statue of themselves while they're still alive to see the feedback that it would get. You gonna do it?
I'm gonna get a lot of flack. I'm gonna get a lot of flack, but I'm gonna love it.
Where's it? Where you gonna put it though? Like what part of the world?
East Chicago, Indiana.
Yeah, I got to put it in Chicago, and then maybe like every month, it'd be like a little giveaway bag out there. You go out there and get some money.
Well, I think our high school. I was telling shout out to my guy Jamal on the school board. Our high school's name is Woodlands High School, and I think that it should be called EYL High. And I just don't see. I don't see the argument why it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Because
it's not like Woodlands is named after anything. Like Woodland, that's not a historical figure. That's nothing. That's just woodlands. It's just like wood in the land. Like that's nothing.
It's a geographical description.
And I think we could do some dope stuff with that high school too. Like we could have it like really lit. Like have it with the sports program, super dope. Have people come in.
TV timeout. Let's go to Pizza Hut real quick. Or an amazing sponsor named Ally.
This that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?